So Steve here has a rich history, obviously, right? So we're gonna bring in a couple, and then you guys can stay in here. And join in. So this is you introduce them, Steve.
Actually,
you're a natural at this.
So we've known each other probably like more than 15 years.
Maybe.
Yeah.
One of you guys have this. Oh yeah, use that.
Sure. Yeah. All right. So we've got the OGs just coming out of the woodwork here. Yeah. So anyway, you used to own a car garage, where I took one of my first performance cars. I had a modified Mitsubishi Evolution, and I was really good friends with you guys and Marty, and I would go hang out there all the time because it was kind of close to my house, and I was really big in that community. That's one of the communities where I was kind of like one of the leader, like administrator sort of people. So I was down there all the time, and I mean, we just were doing tons of little tweaks and mods and stuff, and through the years, obviously, we've evolved into, whatever we're doing now, but everybody's got kind of that foundation of, like now I see you walking around in loafers and as we're like a little bit older guys now, but I mean, my earliest memories were literally you just covered in grease, like coming out from underneath a car. I'm like, hey, what's up, man?
Hey, Steve.
Yeah.
And what are we working on today?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, you never know. Variety, unity, and also surprises. Like you never know. Like you wouldn't see walking around like the picture of you completely covered in car grease and sweating in like a tank top and stuff. Like literally coming out from under a car with like a tire in your hand. But so many people here have that story. And the beauty of coming to a car meet that you don't get from online interaction is actually getting into those stories and getting into the deeper kind of stories of people and fundamental what's making everybody, like we were talking about, what's everybody's here right now. How did we all get to this point? Like where you come from and how does your car story relate to that and your personal story and stuff. So yeah, to me it's amazing. Like when we meet up like 15, 20 years later, like, hey, we're still like interested in this stuff and still doing things, our tastes have evolved, the things we're doing have evolved, but fundamentally we still got that like, love for just automotive, energy and beauty and art and movement and stuff. So yeah.
Oh, of course. I mean, cars are something that went, for me, it was from the progression of a hobby to a passion to a profession. I loved working on cars so much that I met some friends at a car meet. We decided like, hey, we like cars equally together, so let's start an online business, and we did that, and then it evolved into a floor space, and then it evolved into a bigger floor space, and we kept meeting more people, making more friends, working on more cars. Once again, it was because I liked spinning a wrench. I enjoyed working on cars. It wasn't for profit. It was just because I enjoyed everything that relates to an internal combustion engine. So it's that unity that unites me with the machine, but the machine unites the people.
Unity.
Yeah.
Unity.
Recurring thing. We've been talking about unity. So yeah, I mean that is the fundamental foundation of kind of what everybody's got going on here. We can all connect ourselves some way to something, even if we've never seen each other before. Yeah, it's awesome.
We actually met because of Adrian.
Yeah, I met Adrian at a car meet, and then because of that and the causality of meeting him, I met her, and we're now married, and so
there you go.
I know, because of cars.
Because of cars.
Yeah.
Because Adrian decided to give me a business card, and we just...
I never knew that. That's awesome. Wow.
Yeah, I know. So we are forever grateful to Adrian, but we love him.
Because of cars.
Because of cars, yeah.
There you go.
Thank you. Is this kind of like a walk down memory lane for you guys, or just like part of your daily life? Like this is a big foundation for you guys.
Yes,
it's really
definitely.
cute.
Cars are a big part of his life, which, I mean, I wasn't into cars before,
Right.
but because it's such a big part of his life, it's become a big part of my life. I have an appreciation for them that I never had before, and I look at them with different eyes than I used to. Definitely, it's enjoyable. I come to these and I enjoy. I get to spend time with my husband and look at cool cars that you may not never get to see.
Yeah. What's something that you learned about cars from like getting into this world like a little bit later that you didn't kind of expect before?
They're very expensive. They're expensive.
That is true.
Save your money if you want them. Oh my gosh, they're ridiculously expensive. Very, very, very. But fun.
Absolutely. And it's also just something that like you can share and appreciate. It's like an art, would you say?
Definitely. It definitely is. That other people with like-minded, that they enjoy it for more than just what it is, for the beauty, for what it has to offer, the power, all those different things.
So someone who has worked on cars, right? So we know it's kind of like an art. What would you say is like, is it a science? Is it an art? Is it?
It's all of it. I did everything. I don't just do things, I overdo them. So when it comes to I'm going to work on cars, it's not just I'm going to pick up a wrench. It's I'm going to pick up a wrench, welding gear, welding torch, and begin to fabricate. So I wanted to build and construct and engineer, but then also demonstrate functionality and the formality of what I'm engineering.
Yeah, that function and form, and also like that, it all goes together, and everyone can kind of see that with the finished product. I've loved seeing like how many people have like their hoods open. Is that it's just kind of an appreciation for like interior, exterior, but then also the inner workings, the mechanics of it.
The hidden things that you don't usually get to see.
Yeah, and it's just like I really feel like beauty with cars is not skin deep or like paint deep. People really appreciate the knowledge and that depth.
There's many dimensions to it. It's functionality. It doesn't look good, but does it sound good? Okay, it sounds good, but does it drive good? Does it drive good? Does it drive fun? So there's just many dimensions, many vectors of what a car can or shouldn't or can't have that just define them.
Yeah, I love that you mentioned the sound of it, because we've been really enjoying that kind of soundtrack here. Cars are it seems like they are incorporating a lot of different senses, because there's that car smell that everyone loves. Or you probably have really fond memories of like grease smells, and that evokes something for you. And then obviously the visual element and the sound of it, the feel of it. It's really with every kind of sense that you can appreciate cars with.
They're all so different in itself. They're all just unique to each other.
Yeah, the variety, and you can see, we can kind of appreciate the range.
Yeah, everyone has their own different taste in what they like.
So why don't you tell us about your couple stuff? I think that's really the juicy stuff I want to hear.
Oh, yeah, KJ wants the gossip, the lowdown. So you guys met through Adrian, right?
We did, yeah.
We did.
Yeah, he walked up to me at the Katie's Cars and Coffee that goes on early Saturday mornings.
Yeah.
In Great Falls. And I just gotten a new car at the time, well, new to me, and he just approached me and we just started talking. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what to say other than we just became friends, and I watched him build this place up to what it is now, and it's been great because owning a performance shop, like I understand what it's like to have to deal with other people's property, to deal with other people's material possessions that they are very proud of and have to work on, which is. I mean, with Adrian and I, it's like we've met, and then, it's just been a great gift that's gone beyond just cars.
Yeah. It sounds like you have really formed, obviously a wonderful relationship, and then a lot of friendships as well. Like, for you, you've been in the car community for a long time, and you sort of, came into this car community. How have both of you seen it change or grow?
Our tastes have definitely changed. Before it used to be like, let's get something with 2 doors and a top, whereas now it's like, well, maybe we should. So it's that our tastes have changed. It's like, do we want Ford Explorer or Porsche Cayenne? We feel this
Porsche Cayenne.
influenced by places like this.
Yes, definitely. You get to see a different variety of cars, and thankfully because of Adrian, we get to ride.
It's another good reason to have a 4-door.
Oh, yeah, exactly. So it's nice we get to try out all these nice fun cars and test them and see if we like them.
Like she's like the Bentley Bentayga, she likes it, but she realizes that's an unreasonable vehicle. But
Yeah, I'm not going to spend $250,000 for an
$250,000
SUV.
for an SUV.
But what's great about it is it gives you that events like this kind of give you the experience. It's like trying on a pair of Louboutins that you're not gonna buy, right? But you want to try it on, right? And then maybe eventually you fall in love with it. And you just have to have it, maybe.
I don't know about spending $250 on a car though.
But 10 years from now, that could be $70,000, and that's much more attainable.
But I want the technology of 10 years from now. I don't want the 10 years from now from the technology.
You want the car that texts for you? Is that what you want?
Or drives for me like the Bentayga.
Drives for you so you can text more faster.
You want a Google car, the Google Maps car, right? And they do that. They're self-driving,
I
yeah.
just want to get in, tell it where I need to go, and then show up at my location.
You just want teleporting, really.
Yeah.
Well, what's kind of interesting is you you brought up like the future technology of cars. Like, what do you think 10 years from now it'll look like?
Oh gosh,
Because
you
it's
think we're
changed a
gonna
lot.
have flying cars?
Oh, we'll have flying
I
cars.
don't
In 10 years?
20 years.
No.
20.
Because
I don't
in
think
2010, in like 2010, I thought like we would have.
Oh, I see. I don't think we're anywhere near that.
No?
No, I think maybe within like the next 50 years we're gonna have flying cars, not 10 or 20.
No, I think 20 years we'll have flying cars.
No, I think that's way too soon. Way too soon.
Well, then there's two, like issues. Like, can the technology be there, and then can people drive them?
Well, they'll
Yeah,
be
that's
driving
another
themselves.
thing. Yeah. I think we have to have autonomous vehicles before we start
Oh,
having
yeah.
self-flying vehicles.
Yeah, yeah.
I hope somebody is watching. Like, we're gonna find this 10 years from now, and then be like, they predicted it. No, they'll be like, what if you were right?
Yeah, it could be. You never know.
It's fun to think about the future like that,
Oh, I
though.
enjoy it.
You know?
I hope it affects the traffic, especially in this area where it's
Oh.
not so much like bumper to bumper.
DMV problems.
Everything. Yes. Oh my God, it's the worst. If you can get to your destination, like with a self-driving vehicle or something like that, where there's no, I would love that.
What would you do, like, in the car? Would you just look out the window and enjoy the view? Would you try to get work?
I would sleep. I would sleep.
You just put, like, your bed in the back seat.
Get me there safely. Like, I would want to work. That's valuable time. You could put your makeup on. You could do all of that in the car.
We've all been on there trying to do the lipstick in the
Oh,
mirror.
At the stoplight.
Yeah, trying to look at the red light. Like,
Yeah.
inevitably someone
Trying to
honks
do your
behind
knee,
me.
yeah.
Just, like, kind of, like, doing the mascara thing. And
Best
that.
you can.
Man, you know, that's like a small modification you could make on an interior. You need a makeup mirror.
Yes, with like the lights and everything.
So-
On the passenger side too, though.
Some selfie lighting. Everyone's taking selfies in the car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
make great lighting in the interior of cars.
That's
Like
easy to
that.
do. We could do that.
Totally.
I could do that now. But until flying cars, we can at least do this, right?
Yeah,
Until
yeah,
that
it's
happens.
so enjoyable, especially on a day like today where it's just beautiful.
Yeah, it's really gorgeous. Probably the best day out of
Yes, that breeze makes it such a good
the fall so far. Do you think it's partially the weather that's made everyone come out, or is everyone just kind of antsy and like they want, everyone just misses people?
A little bit of both.
People
Adrian
definitely
definitely
get out.
knows, can draw a crowd.
I think also people are tired of just being inside.
Oh, yeah.
They want to get out and see people again, so
Yeah, I mean, I'd say it's a usual crowd.
yeah.
We almost need a bigger parking lot. I don't know if you guys can see over here. It's filling
People
up.
are filling.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to. This is gonna be like more street parking, like this, or yeah, it's really great to see everyone come out and like, and also like recognize each other. You know, like.
Nice to see people again. Everyone's just been so cooped up. It's nice to just socialize and talk and just get out and move.
Yeah, for sure. I'm really glad you guys came out. Thank you for stopping
so
by.
much. Thank you.
Yeah, and I feel like I've learned so much about like the community and about, you know,
Yeah.
thanks for sharing your story. It's so fascinating.
Thank you for having us.
I know you're here to socialize and see the cars, so I don't want to keep you. I don't know if you guys have gotten coffee yet or
Yes, it's delicious.
yeah. All right.
Thank you
Well,
so
I won't
much.
keep you. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
Have a great rest of the event. See you
Bye.
guys.